Hello YouTube, it is Chris here, and in today's episode we're going to be showing you how to set up your very own survival handline fishing rig. So stick with me. Welcome back everybody, and thank you for sticking with me. Like I said, today we're going to show you how to set up a very basic survival fishing rig. Now for the purposes of this demonstration, we're keeping everything very simple and very basic. All we need is a hook for the appropriate size fish you will be fishing for. We're going to be using a split shot weight, and we're going to be using a simple basic bobber with bobber stops. Now this particular demonstration will work for a fishing rod or a handline fishing, but for this demonstration, due to the fact that we want a very compact system, we're going to be showing you how to do it on a handline. For this very basic setup, you're going to want to get your monofilament line, and then we're going to take our hook and set that in first. Now it's very, very simple. All you'll do is take your line and you're going to thread it through the hole like this, and we're going to pull it through about this far, a good 4 to 5 inches, and then we're going to start tying the knot. Now this is a very simple knot. What you're going to do is you're going to come through and we're going to take this end of the string and we're going to loop it around the main line 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and finally 4 times. Now once it's set, it'll look something kind of like this. Now we are going to take the end of our line and we're going to put it through the main hole. And then once it's through that main hole, we're going to loop it back through this bigger loop. And it'll look something kind of like this. Now we're going to take that end and we're slowly going to take it up. And what you want to do is kind of put a little bit of lube, your saliva, on the line to let it slip a little bit easier. And once your line is lubed up, we're going to take that string and we're going to start just pulling it nice and tight, really slowly, just to get it nice and snug. To the end, right there. There we go. We're going to pull it nice and tight. Okay, now we have the line set, and we are going to need a tool to snip the end of that line. Now I'm going to use my Victorinox scissors and snip till we have about 1 inch left. And that little bit of line will be perfect in case we ever have any extra pull, and the elasticity on that line will help it just sink back into the knot, and we won't lose the hook right away. Now that we have the hook set, we're going to want to attach the split shot weight. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go, for these demonstration purposes, we're going to go about 12 inches into the line, and that is where we're going to set our split shot weight up. Now setting up a split shot weight is pretty simple. I like to use a multi-tool to make sure we get this thing clamped down, but you use the opening, main opening, and just go through the line. Then we will set it up and then we'll crimp it down so it doesn't move. Now once it's crimped down, it shouldn't slide around really easily in either direction. And now we've got the hook and the split shot weight set up. Now for this demonstration, we're using these very, very cheap bobbers due to the fact that for beginners, they're very simple to use. And all you do is take these bobber stops and push them out like that. They remove really easily. And then we have this kind of slit open bobber. And it looks something like this. For the simplicity of the demonstration, literally all you do is lay the line inside. I'm using the weight of the hand line to kind of push down on this. We take the bobber stops and simply slide them in. That's it. Now that we have the bobber, the split shot weight, and the hook set up on the line, I'm going to show you how to rig this up to keep your hook from snagging pockets or any other body parts we don't want to hit while we have it stored away in our pockets or in a backpack. We have our hand line, and we're just going to tie this thing around. And as you see, I kind of set this up so the bobber will be nicely placed and centered Then we're gonna go through, and once we get close to the split shot weight, we're gonna create a hook, a loop, just like this, into the system, and we're gonna go back the other way. And what that'll allow me to do is take my hook, put it in between the line, and we're just gonna take the line right here, and we're gonna pull down and put tension on the line. And what that'll do is the elasticity from the fishing line will hook in, and that'll allow me to store my fishing hook and all my setup nice and neat, and it won't get snagged on anything. Now, when you're ready to go fishing, the simplest way to take this fish hook and free it from its confines is literally just to push it forward. And that'll loosen up the tension from the loop you made on the fishing line, and then you'll be good to go. Now our survival handline fishing rig is completely set up with the absolute basics. Keep in mind there are way more advanced techniques and different things you can do, but for the beginner, the hook, the split shot weight, and the float is a perfect surface fishing for pan fishing. And not to mention, we have a nice fishing kit set up that we will be showcasing in another video and what we have in it. And if you're curious on a really good starting point to throw in addition to a handline or a beginning fishing kit, if you want some really cheap bait and some all-encompassing survival equipment, I definitely highly recommend the Hunting and Fishing Boss Kit by Stanford Outdoor Supply. They have a lot of awesome stuff from swivels, hooks, eye holes, screws, split shot weights, baits, and bobbers all in your kit. It's a 133-piece kit for 20 bucks. It is really, really hard to beat. But that just about does it for now, and if you enjoyed our very simple how-to of setting up a survival fishing rig for beginners, definitely throw this video a big thumbs up and share this out with your friends and family in your social media networks so we can keep making awesome videos for you guys. But that just about does it for now. Hope you guys have an absolute wonderful day. I'm out.